Hello. I don't talk to most of the people I used to call my best friends. Not because something huge happened, not because of drama, not because we fought, just life moved on. And if you felt that way, if you've looked around and realized your friend group is gone, well, then you might want to listen to this. In high school, friendship seems easy, or at least it feels easy. You see the same people every single day. You have classes together, lunch together. You're on the same teams, go to the same events. The structure of school creates social closeness. You don't have to schedule friendship, it's just there. Think about it. You bond over how much you hate class. You walk home together without planning it. You spend weekends at football games or school dances, not because you plan to, but because everyone just goes. You're constantly surrounded by the same group of people, and that forces connection. And we think, this is it. These are my people for life. But when high school ends, so does that structure. No one tells you how quietly friendships can disappear. It's not usually some big breakup, it's one message that doesn't get answered, one plan that gets pushed back, one we should catch up soon that never happens. And suddenly it's been a year. You see them post something on Instagram and you realize you're not part of their life anymore. You went from talking every day to liking each other's posts once every few months. After high school or college, real life gets really loud. People move away, they get serious about careers, relationships, mental health, and money. They change cities, they grow in different directions. And here's the thing, it takes effort to keep a friendship alive. And when life gets overwhelming, it's the low maintenance friendships that usually slip first. Not because you didn't care, but because life didn't leave space. And neither of you knew how to fight for it. I used to ask myself if those friendships didn't last, were they even real? And the answer I've come up with is yes, absolutely. Just because something doesn't last forever doesn't mean it wasn't meaningful. Some friends are with you for a season, and that season matters. They got you through heartbreak or helped you find where you were. Losing them doesn't erase the good times, it just means your paths stopped lining up. But no one really prepares you for the loneliness that comes after. You go from feeling like you have a tribe to wondering who you'd. eh, You go from wondering if you even have a tribe to wondering who you'd even call in an emergency. You start missing not just your old friends, but the version of yourself that existed with them. The carefree version, the person who had people to text what you doing on a random Tuesday, the one who belonged, you know. That loss hits different because it's not just about the people, it's about the feeling of being known. Making new friends as an adult is really hard. You have to be intentional, you have to try. No one's putting you in the same lunch period or math class anymore. You have to find your people, and that takes time. But it's not impossible, and the friendships you make now, they're often deeper, more aligned, because they're based on who you actually are now, not who you were at 16. And maybe, just maybe, that's something to look forward to. If you've lost friends, I see you. If your group chat is dead, if the let's hang soon text never turn into real plans, if you feel like you're the only one who didn't keep your people, you're not you're not really. This is something that so many of us go through, but no one likes to talk about it. Some friendships last a season and some last a lifetime. Either way, they help shape who we are. Making friends as an adult is like trying to date, but with less flirting and more trauma dumping over coffee. You're not bonding over math class or who has gym anymore. Now it's like, oh, you also have anxiety, back pain, and unresolved childhood issues. Hey, we're besties. And yeah, it's slower, weirder, more intentional, but it's also kind of beautiful. Because the friends you make now, they're not just because you sit next to them in biology. They're choosing you for your energy, your values, your weirdness. It's deeper, it's real. And let's be honest, some adult friendships come with benefits. You know what I mean? But if the only benefit is getting ghosted after watching a full season of something together, maybe reconsider. Honestly, I'm still figuring it out. Some days I miss the old friendships so much it hurts. Other days I'm thankful for the space that made room for new people, people who actually see me. What I'm learning is it's not about having a big group anymore. It's about finding a few solid humans who make you feel safe, supported, and seen, even if they take a little longer to find. So, yeah, I lost my friends after high school and again after college, but maybe I've just started finding the right ones. Like when you're a kid, you go up and you're like, "Hi, I like dogs." And the other kid's like, "Cool, me too. Want to be best friends?" But when you're an adult, it's like, "Hi, I've got trauma, trust issues, a weird relationship with social interaction. Do you also cry after small talk?" Making friends is awkward, but it's not impossible. There's no more built-in structure, no more forced group projects, no lunch tables where you can just slide in. Now it's just you, alone, wondering if talking to someone at the gym makes you creepy. The truth is, most of us want connection, but we don't know how to initiate it without feeling like a weirdo. We get into certain mindsets, certain mental blocks. Um, One of the first blocks that we bring upon ourselves is, we tell ourselves everyone already has their friend group, which is false. A lot of people are lonely, they're just pretending really well. A second mind block that we often put in front of ourselves is we tell ourselves that we're too awkward. And honestly, everyone's awkward, we're just waiting for someone else to go first. And like a third block is we say it's too late to start over. When truly, unless you're like a 97-year-old hermit living in the woods, it's not too late. You're not behind, you're just out of practice. So let's actually talk about what works. You shouldn't chase friendship. Chase things you enjoy and let friendship happen there. Take a class, join a book club, start going to the same cafe every week. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates connection. Don't join a spin class if you'd rather dive and cycle for 45 minutes. Find groups where a vibe matches you. Local art nights, hiking groups, volunteer stuff, or even Discord servers that aren't toxic. But with that, you need to be the one that reaches out. You know, Someone has to make the first move. Text first. Say, we should hang out, and actually mean it. Most people are waiting for someone else to go first. Lower the bar. You don't need a new bestie for life right away. Start with one good conversation, one shared laugh, let it build, and you're planting seeds, not rushing away. You can revisit old connections too. There's no shame in texting someone from your past and saying, hey, whoever you are, I miss you and I'd like to talk to you. Do you want to catch up? A lot of people are open, they just don't know where, if you were, you know. You know what adult friendship feels like? It's a deeper, less performative. It's about showing up, not just showing off. It's late night heart to hearts over tea. It's someone remembering your anxiety triggers. It's quality over quantity, and finally being okay with that. If you feel awkward, anxious, just stuck, you're not broken, you're not unlikable, you're just living in a world that doesn't make adult friendship easy. But that doesn't mean it's not worth trying. Real connection takes effort, but when it clicks, when you find people who get you, it's everything. And even with that, here's something that no one really wants to admit. Even if you do find those forever friends, the ones who really feel like family, the found family, as we like to call them, the ones who know all your stories and still stay, you'll lose them. If life doesn't pull you apart, death eventually will. Yeah, I know, heavy, but it's true. At some point, we will either say goodbye, or we will be the ones that they say goodbye to. We spend so much time trying to hold on to people, trying not to be alone, but no matter how tightly we grip, everyone is temporary. That's not meant to be depressing, that's meant to remind us that it is. This is life. This is it. It's not about who stays forever, it's about who shows up right now. It's about laughing when you can, saying what you mean, showing up when it counts, and loving people while they're here. So yeah, maybe I lost friends I thought I had forever. And yeah, maybe the ones I meet now won't last either. But the truth is, none of us are here forever. So the only thing that really matters is that we live while we're alive, love hard, go when you need to, and keep showing up. Because the destination is the same for all of us. It's what we do along the way that matters. If any of this has hit home with you, drop a line in the comments. Let us know. If you found any weird way to make friends, share them with us. Subscribe if you want more honest content like this. And, hey, if you're feeling really, really frisky, you can hit the like button too. We appreciate you guys, and you have a good day, friends.